Good morning, friends. Teresa from Star Styles Homestead, or afternoon. I started doing this without you and decided, you know what, I'm going to do it. I know it's a longer video, but it's an awesome recipe. I'm doing stuffed cabbage. I started my water. I'm going to put some salt in here because I forgot to. And I cut my cabbage. I have very small cabbages. This is going to be a challenge for me today. I cut the core out as much as I could without taking the leaves. I am going to put this right in my boiling water and get those going. I have 2 cabbages just because the leaves are so small, so I might have to maneuver and use 2, if you can find it, by a nice big head of cabbage. But I'm doing with what I have. Okay, and I'm going to put these on, let those cook, and then I have my other cabbage here. See, usually I would go in with the core all the way around here, and I started to on that, but I was wasting my leaves. So I'm going to let it cook and let it come off on its own. You take the outer leaves off. These are the actual good leaves. Matter of fact, I'm going to stick those right in with this while that's cooking with the first one. The other leaves are in there, which are the bigger leaves. So that's my core, and then I started just chipping away at it, and I didn't want to waste my cabbage. So that's what I've got there. While that's going, that's probably going to take, and I think I need a little bit more hot water in there, but that's going to take a little while to get them soft. Once they start coming out, I'm going to put them in some ice water, and I'm going to go get all the rest of my stuff ready. I'm using ground turkey, and I think I might throw some sausage in there also today. So let me go grab all that stuff and get it cut up and whatnot, and I'll show you what I've got. Alrighty, friends. This has been going about 20 minutes. I want to start taking some of these out. These are the nice thick outer edges. So I'm just going to take those out of here and start putting them in my ice water. These are going to be the better of the, you just want them soft. So that you can roll them. Yeah, see, some of them are even falling off for me. You'll know when they're done if you've ever had stuffed cabbage before. Yeah, I put the other cabbage away because I'm never going to cook that many. See, now I just have the ball, and see, they just pop right off. I'm just going to leave that in there for a little while longer. Let that finish going. I have right here 2 cups of rice made. I already made it up. And right here, I didn't take sausage out. I just wanted to put sausage in. So I just put some water in the pan and defrosting my sausage right now and cooking it. And then once this is defrosted, I'll throw my, I'm going to be using ground turkey. So I'll throw my ground turkey in here also and cook that up. Okay? And over here, I'm not using celery. I chose not to use celery. I had cut up a very large onion yesterday. So I'm going to use the rest of that. I think I might take another one out. No, I probably won't either. I have my carrots I had bought for, I'm taking the easy way out, friends, for my salads. And I just came through and just cut them into smaller pieces. And then I cut up, I believe this is 5 of the small peppers, just into small pieces. And I'm going to have garlic, minced garlic also. So, while this is going, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll show you right now with these. Let me just grab my board, my other board, and these leaves while those are cooking. Okay? I'm going to take these leaves and cut that root out of there. That real hard piece in there, so that when I roll them, it will roll better. So that's all you have to do. Like I said, it is a recipe that isn't a quickie, but with March here, a lot of people like their corned beef and cabbage. Never know. It might be a recipe you're interested in trying. So I'm going to finish these and just stick them back in the water so that they don't dry out. And I will be back when we're ready to cook the vegetables. Friends, this is halfway defrosted. So I'm going to take my other meat. I have about 1.5 pounds of ground turkey here. I just chunked up what's left of what's in that pan. I'm going to, whoa, stick that right in there. That slid right out of there. And we're going to cook this right along with it. And I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this. You want to do this to taste. I'm just going to put a little in, especially the salt, because I have sausage in there. So we're going to let that ground turkey cook right in with the sausage and get that flavor. I'm going to stick this in the middle so it keeps defrosting. Easiest way to defrost. I hate using the microwave because I just feel like it toughens the meat up. And you just put a little water in the pan, throw this in there with the lid on it, and let the steam do the work. And just keep turning it and taking it off. So, I'll be back. Alright friends, I took the rest of that out. I just want to show you. It's in a ball. Just take a spoon and put it inside just to get it going. Oop. See? And your leaves will pop right off. Now, I think that's going to be good for me because I just put another couple leaves in here that I have to get cool. I think that's going to be plenty for me. So, I'm going to take this, let it cool, wrap it up, and I'll just cut that up and put it in another dish this week sometime. I just wanted to show you that little thing to take it apart. Our meat, as you're here with me, is soft enough. I can just chop that last little piece up and let that cook in the middle. And then what I think I'm going to do, because I have like 2.5 pounds of meat here, I'm not going to use all this meat just for those. Once this is fully cooked in there, I'm going to drain this, and I think I'm only going to use half of it, half of this meat for those. And I'm going to put the rest of it, just all it is ground beef and sausage, in the fridge, and I might make a spaghetti or something tomorrow with it. And if I don't, then I'll freeze it and use it for my pizzas. But I wanted sausage in here, and I thought I was going to do a meatloaf tonight, but I changed my mind this morning and decided to make this. So, I am not going to use all this meat. So, anyway, I shall return. Alright friends, the meat's done. Now, it's over there straining. I'm going to put a little olive oil in this pan. I'm using the same pan. And I'm going to get my onions going. Actually, I think I'm going to get it all going because They're all going to take about the same amount of time. So I'm going to stick them all in here. Just to get them a little bit soft. And you don't want these huge. See, and I only did enough for half of that, so I've got this going on medium. Once this softens up just a little, because I'm still going to cook the meat in here and throw the rice in here, I'm going to add my garlic. Okay? And what I'm using today is my diced Italian tomatoes, and it's got some more of the peppers and onions, and my homemade spaghetti sauce. I have the oven. You can use chicken broth if you choose. I like it more of the Italian way. Oh, geez, speaking of Italian, looks like I shot some spaghetti sauce up at my cabinet the other day and never even noticed it. So anyway, you can use chicken broth. I'm not. I like mine Italian, Polish, whatever. I don't know. Do Polish people use it with the sauce or marinara? I've always used spaghetti sauce and used to be store-bought, but now that I make my own, that's what I'm using. So, I am going to let these go for a few minutes. Clean up a little bit of my mess, and I'll be back to go on to the next step. Next step, and that was fast. I'm going to add my garlic. And I'm going to put 2 spoons, about 2 tablespoons in there. Just get that going. And then I'm going to add my diced tomatoes. So as that's cooking up, I'll open this. Yeah. That looks so yummy, friends. Let me bring you down here. This smells amazing. Holy mackerel. I'm only going to pour half of this in here for right now, because I want to put my meat in there and mix it really good, and then I'll put the other half. Okay, here's my meat. Actually be good. Let's see. Oh my word, this smells so good. I could even change my mind right now and throw that spaghetti sauce in there and make pasta. But I'm not going to. Okay, this is my rice. Yeah, see, those leaves are so small, this is going to be plenty. But what I am going to do, because some of those pieces are pretty big of my meat, I'm going to come in and just make sure they're chopped up good. Which I probably should have did while it was cooking, but I was doing 4 things at one time, so... Yummy. See, and although that looks like a lot, it's going to be even worse when I put this in. So, I'm going to just put half of this in right now and see. Nah, I'll end up using it all. So, mix your rice right in with that. And I did cook my rice. If you want to cook it just halfway, because then this is going in the oven, and you don't want mushy rice, you can do that, but I've really never had a problem of my rice being mushy, so. And I'm going to add all my rice. This was 2 cups of rice. I'm also going to open up my spaghetti sauce. And I'm not putting that whole jar in there because I want some on the bottom of my pan once I wrap these. I'm going to shut this right off because this is all cooked. Yum. Add some of my spaghetti sauce to this. And the one other thing that I don't usually use, I'm going to add a little bit of cheese to the top of these before I roll them, if I can. I have a feeling I might have a problem rolling these in those tiny little leaves. But if I have to double them up, I will. And there you have it. Now I'm just going to try it. Let's see if there's enough salt and pepper. That's delicious. Wow. Yeah, because of the sausage, there's plenty enough salt in there. So, now, I'm going to bring you over here and grab one of my mats back again. This on a thing there. Okay. And grab a spoon. Grab one of these back. Yeah, see these small ones? Let's see. Oh, this one wasn't cut. Of course, the one I forgot to cut, didn't take the piece out. So, I'm just going to fold and roll. Yeah, these are small. I guess it would help if I had my pan. This pan. Let's see if I can do this with all this mess here. Goodness gracious, Teresa. Okay, I'm going to put some of my spaghetti sauce in the bottom of this pan. And that one, because it was my first, I'm just going to lay it in there. Let's grab some of the big ones. And do a couple here. I'm going to close that up there. I don't know, can you see me? Let's bring you closer. I closed it where I cut it. Fold it over and roll it. Yeah, see, these are small. But that's okay. They still work. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Put it right in there. Guess I should have did it the other way. And roll. They don't have to be perfect. And the one thing I forgot is my cheese. So, let me grab some cheese, and I'm going to put some cheese in there too. Alright friends, I'm back. I'm going to close this piece up right here. I'm using mozzarella on here. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese, unfold this, and roll it. You know what? I'm going to try something. I broke one of my pieces before. I want to see if this works. Roll. Yeah, that works. Just keep it folded and then plop it in there. See, these are pretty thick, these end pieces. I don't usually have them that thick. Roll, fold, fold, and roll. Doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you get it in there. Oh, this is a big one, but it's also a broken one. Let's put it right there. Put some cheese in there. Fold and roll. See, my friends? Where there's a will, there's a way. So I am going to finish these up. And if you have to overlap them in the pan, that's fine too. I think I'm going to have some of that left over, because I'm not doing any more. Fold, roll, roll. And in the pan. So, that's all there is to it. It takes a little time, but literally that's all there is to it. You can put whatever you want in there. So, when this is done and I'm done rolling, I'll be back. All right, friends. It's done. Let me bring you over here. Over here, because you're closer. Here's my pan. I had 1/2 a leaf left. I'm just going to lay it over the top. You know what? Why? I'll just put some more of this in there. Put a little cheese on there and just roll it this way. I'll stick it right in there. There we go. And now, I'm just going to pour this all over the top. And everything's cooked in here, so we're literally just heating this up and blending the flavors together. I am going to add some pepper on top, a little bit of salt, and let me grab it, some parsley. And I'm going to cover this and shove it in the oven for probably about between 35 and 45 minutes. And then dinner's done and I'll be back to taste test it. But look at this. I want to show you this. And this is why I didn't add all the meat. Look at how much I have left. That's another whole dinner. And I might just put that in a bowl and freeze it, because that is amazing. I'll be back. Friends, I don't know if I said it or not. I know I said to wrap it. So it's wrapped, and then it's going in a 325 oven. Just an FYI. All right, friends. This is a little, just a little something extra. And I thought I was videoing it and I wasn't, so I'm going to just tell you what I did now that I'm half done. I took the other part of it, cut it in half, and then chopped it into bite-sized pieces and put it in this dish with some of the meat over the top of it. Okay? I thought I opened a can of stewed tomatoes, but I opened tomato sauce, because I used all my spaghetti sauce and I don't want to open another whole can for it. So, I poured it on there just to get some sauce in there. I'll pour it on this one too. I don't mind. Okay, just make sure you get it down in there. And then I'm going to cover this with cheese, and I'm going to stick these right in the oven. And that's basically a stuffed cabbage. Except for you don't have to cut through it. How's that? And I'm going to put on here some parsley. And there you have it. Another couple meals. And my friends, I still have all that left. So that will go in the fridge. So I'll be back. Alrighty, friends, it's all done. And look at this. Doesn't that look delicious? And might I add, look at this. Those were the extras. Those even look better. I just set them on there to take my pictures. Matter of fact, they were a little warm. I don't want to keep them on that board. Not my board. So, let's do a taste test. Shall we? I'm just going to take a small one here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Cut's very easy because that cabbage is all done. Bon appetit. These just came out of the oven. I have a feeling I'm going to be sorry for this. Those are delicious. Oh my God, the cabbage is done perfect. The rice. See, I did my minute rice because I dehydrate my rice. So I used my minute rice. I cooked it all the way, and that rice is not tacky or anything. Oh. Delicious, friends. We gotta try it. They're super easy. Super easy. I want to try this. Of course, this pan's very hot. But this has the tomato sauce. Let's grab a piece of, oh, look at that, oh, look at that steam. That's just as good. I mean, everything's the same. I got cheese down my chin. Everything's the same except for tomato paste, tomato sauce mixed in there. And a little bit more cheese because I just threw it all on the top. But that is amazing, guys. You friends, guys, whatever. You got to try that recipe. And if you don't want to roll the cabbage, cook the cabbage like I did. Cut it up and put it in little pans like that, or even in a big casserole dish, and scoop it out. It doesn't have to be rolled to be stuffed cabbage. So I would try it because it is amazing. Thanks for being here. Sorry the video was so long. I'm going to try and cut it down. So I don't even know how long this is going to be. So I will see you again sometime, or you'll see me again sometime. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you again soon. Ciao for now.